Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft every day, and today I'm so excited to be jumping into an arenadirect winabox event for Bloomburrow booster packs. The structure of this event is really tough. You have to get 6 wins before your second loss in order to win a box. If you get 7 wins before your second loss, you win 2 boxes. But on that second loss, you are out of the event. I'll be honest with you, in most of these events, if I win a box, I just stick it back there and I figure that someday I'll save it. But Bloomburrow is different. I actually have a collection of Bloomburrow cards because I love these little guys so much. So if I win this box, this is kind of a collector's dream. I would love to open some Japanese booster packs and fill this binder up. So let's jump in and I hope we open something sweet. I will say, I think the uncommons matter a lot. So not everything hangs on the rares, but you're really hoping to see good Abzan rares. Whoa, those are some good Abzan rares. Holy smokes. Okay, I think we have a shot at this thing. So Zorleen, that is one of the top bombs in the format. It is a bat. And by the way, I will talk through a bunch of the cards because I know this format hasn't been out in a long time. So Zorleen, yeah, so this is a bat with flying and vigilance, so you're just getting in a whole bunch of attacks. It comes down on curve. Like, the stat line really matters in this format. You really want good rate for your money, and you really want chunky creatures playing directly to the board, and Zorleen delivers that. And then also it has this little bonus that you can just start recurring creatures from your graveyard. So super good card. Another top bomb in the format is Season of the Burrow. This one's a little confusing, but for 5 mana, you can do things like make 5 1/1s, or you can make 3 1/1s and exile something, exile your opponent's bomb and give them a card back. But the really good ability here is return a permanent with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it. So, you know, you could bring back an indestructible Zorleen, for example. That sounds pretty good. Camellia is one of the top bombs in draft, at least. I'm not so sure how much these really creature type intensive cards can get there in sealed, but I suspect it's still quite strong in sealed. So again, just good on rate, a 3/3 for 3 with menace. Gives all your squirrels menace. When you sack a food, you make a squirrel and you can forage to boost your entire team of squirrels. This card, I don't remember this card being particularly good. What does it do? Well, hey, 2/2 for 2 death touch, I actually already don't hate. Until end of turn, you may cast creature spells from your graveyard. So much casting things from my graveyard. I pretty much opened a recursion pool here. If you cast a spell this way, it enters with a finality counter on it. Okay. And then Coiling Rebirth, I remember this card is not good. It's really, really hard to get this to work. But again, another graveyard recursion. 1, 2, 3, 4 graveyard cards. Okay, and then Scrap Shooter, again, just good rate. I mean, really, you usually would just play this as a 4/4 for 3 reach. But if you really need to destroy an artifact or enchantment, like your opponent has a leveled up Innkeeper's Talent or something, you know, it gives you that option. All right, so pretty good pool. And then Storm Chaser's Talent, I am very hesitant to be blue, especially having opened no blue rares. It's just not the color you really want to be in. Okay, so we are hoping for really good Abzan cards. Okay, Carrot Cake, very solid common. Let's see, Nettleguard's pretty aggressive. Love Hop to it. Intrepid Rabbit's fine. Thistledown Player is fine. You know, you can play Mabel's Metal and Rabbit Response. And Season of the Burrow, wow. Honestly, my white is pretty weak. Just a pretty low number of white cards and a lot of filler. Like, I don't know. Rabbit Response, Mabel's Metal, Pileated Provisioner, Thistledown Players. Unfortunately, even though we had Zorleen and Season of the Burrow, white is not really looking like where we want to be. Okay, blue. Wow, we used a lot of slots on blue. Holy smokes. Unfortunately, I really don't think I have any pull into blue. It does look like I have a large number of blue cards. So that's kind of unfortunate, but wow, look at the number of blue cards that I opened here. I mean, it's not like I would never play blue ever, but a bunch of these are just bad cards, like the Water Spout Warden, Sky Skipper Duo. Mind Whisker, unfortunately, is way worse in sealed than in draft. Longfinch's Formation, I just opened like a lot of bad cards. Okay, that hurts. That hurts a lot. That's a waste of a lot of card slots, to be honest. All right, what have we got going on in black? Ruthless Negotiation, I like. Bandit's Talent, actually much better in sealed than it is in draft. This is a perfectly good card in sealed, not very good in draft. We have the Bonebind Orator and the Osteomancer Adept. Double Saver, that's the best common in the format. Sealed Bloomburrow, I believe. Starlit Soothsayer, Thoughtstalker Warlock, one of the best uncommons in the format for sure. Early Winter is removal, and then Glide Dive Duo. Not that many cards again, because we wasted all of our common and uncommon slots on blue cards. And technically I could play this Coiling Rebirth. All right, in red, double Heartfire Hero, Might of the Meek, Coruscation Mage. We have the Whisker, a lot of 2-drops, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I wanted to see. Nothing very compelling in red. All right, and now let's look at our green. Double Sunshower Druid is whatever. I do like Baker's Bane Duo. I don't know if you play Wear Down. Don't really want to play the Clifftop Harvest or Heaped Harvest either. There's a Scrap Shooter, Polywallop, Tree Guard Duo is nice, and Gale and Moose. Wow, just all my cards are blue. Every card I opened is blue. This is so weird. Okay, and then in multicolor, so we do have Zoraline, which I like quite a lot. Vinereap Mentor is the top uncommon in the format, so happy to see that guy. Tempest Angler is the worst common in the format, by the way. Camellia, at least according to, you know, raw win rate data, for whatever that's worth, grain of salt. Then I'll take Double Head of the Homestead and 3-Tree Mascot. Very happy to see this, plus Uncharted Haven and Hidden Grotto. So yeah, because of my, and Patchwork Banner actually, because of my low playables in white, well, in every color except blue, it's very possible that I do end up needing to splash. Technically, we could play this Side Color Mentor. So the very first thing that I want to look at is some combination of Abzan cards. I don't know what the base would be. Probably base green, black, splashing white. Although if I make it base white, then I can play the Season of the Burrow. The problem is I just don't have that many white cards, period. But if I go base green, black, I can play the Vinereap Mentor and Camellia on curve. So I'm going to look first at base green, black, splashing white. You might think I'm totally bonkers for not considering going blue, just given the extreme number of blue cards that I opened. But it's just so much. I don't want to play. List of cards I don't want to play. Splash Portal, Bellowing Crier, really. Gossip's Talent. Shoreline Looter is so much worse in sealed than in draft, even though I love it in draft. Don't want to play Thought Shucker. Don't really want to play Longiverse Bowl. Don't want to play Pinch Formation. Don't want to play Water Spout Warden. I think these are just, you know, a cost we wish we hadn't paid. Okay, so let's look at green black first. Here it is. Okay, so here's a deck that basically just plays my best Golgari cards. It does have a lot of power in it. There's Camellia, Vinereap Mentor, love the Double Saver, Galewind Moose is a bomb, Thoughtstalker Warlocks are awesome, Scrap Shooter, Zoraline. I mean, look, Osteomancer Adept, even Patchwork Banner I think is pretty good here. I do have 6 squirrels. Could be higher. But I don't like the creature density. I think I'm playing too many non-creatures here. The mana seem okay. I'm just splashing 1 white pip with 3 ways of doing it, and it doesn't hit me that badly. But I do think the pace, you know, not that many 2-drops, and I really don't have pretty much any 2-drops left in the sideboard. I guess I could play 3-Tree Mascots. That doesn't seem very helpful, or Sunshower Druid. I don't really want to play such low impact cards. But in such a fast format and a very play to the board format, I don't think I want to be this threat light and this slow. Dang, I wish I hadn't opened so many blue cards. So one alternative is, given my curve, I could play 16 lands and the Patchwork Banner. Seems okay, and lower my curve by having the 3-Tree Mascot. Double 3-Tree Mascot here. This smooths my mana to like always be able to play Zoraline. And yeah, I just don't have that much that I'm trying to play above like 5 mana really. And this raises my squirrel count to 8 because of the shapeshifters. But these are a really bad late game draw. Okay, so this is one option. Let's look at something with white as a base, I guess. Okay, ignore the mana, but black-white looks a little something like this. I think it looks really bad. The curve makes no sense. It's more creature dense, but again, still the curve is terrible. And I'm giving up on so many powerful cards, like not getting to play my Savers, my Thoughtstalker Warlocks, my Camellia, my Vinereap Mentor, my Scrap Shooter, my Galewind Moose. So much of what's good about my pool is getting left on the sideboard, pretty much just for the advantage of playing Season of the Burrow. I think we can rule white out. Sorry, what I said made no sense. I am playing Saver and Thoughtstalker Warlock, but I'm leaving out Camellia, Vinereap Mentor, right, Scrap Shooter, Galewind Moose, etc., etc. And green-white suffers from a similar problem. I can't even make playables with green-white, to be honest, and I'm leaving out so many good black cards. Okay, but before we settle on green-black, I kind of want to look at blue and just see if, you know, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want my biases to get in the way. So, hey, maybe blue-black, for example, we should at least just take a look at it. Honestly, the deck doesn't look terrible. It does have a much better curve and creature density. The only thing is, like, what is blue contributing? Is it really just the third 2-drop? If so, I think I should just try to mimic this curve in the more powerful green-black build. Because here, what's bringing me into blue? I mean, I'm still playing some clunkers, like Bellowing Crier is not going to be good here, Finch Formation, etc. And I have 0 powerful cards in blue, pretty much. Like, even Mind Whisker, Shoreline Looter, and Tide Color Mentor are all just worse in this format than you're used to. Okay, I think this is going to be my deck. I think I'll try the 17 lands plus Patchwork Banner. I thought for a while about playing the second 3-tree mascot and playing 15 lands. I'm also playing every single squirrel that I have, and I'm leaving the head of the homesteads on the sidelines. I'm a little concerned about this deck, to be honest. I just didn't really get the number of playables in the colors that my bombs are in, but hey, you know, fingers crossed, hopefully a good day of Magic. If you do like this kind of positively minded, improvement-focused, limited content, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I do post a new draft video every single day, always trying to just get a little bit better tomorrow than I am today, and bring a community of improvers right along with me by really carefully explaining every decision as much as I possibly can. Every time there's a special event like this, I always do a bunch of runs, and I pretty much try to post them all. I think it's really unhealthy for the community if people posting to YouTube only show you what went well, right? It kind of makes these events look easier than they are. These are hard events to win, and I put my failures right up there along with my successes so that you can learn from them. I also do data deep dives, where I go through what works and what doesn't in formats like these according to the data. So 2 days ago, I posted this video on how to, the second one on your screen, win a box with data, on how to succeed specifically in Bloomburrow sealed. And then the next day, I posted a story time about the one time that I did well in Bloomburrow sealed out of several times when I didn't do so well, back when I day 2'd an arena open in Bloomburrow sealed. And literally, as I was recording this, I saw a comment on that video that I really wanted to shout out and give a really heartfelt thanks for. Thank you, user RepTuneRepeat, for saying, it took me 500 plus limited events to learn these lessons. Someone could watch this video and learn them in less than 3 minutes. That really, really means a lot to me. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. I have lost a lot of gems over the years learning a lot of hard-won lessons. And if I can save you the gems and the time, then I really want to. So if you're not subscribed to Unlimited Splash yet, go ahead and make sure to subscribe and get better at Magic right along with us. And if you are subscribed, tell your friends and join our free community Discord. All right, let's see if we can't win some boxes of Bloomburrow. All right, quite like the hand. It just looks good to me. I mean, this could be a draft deck, right? This could literally be a draft deck. You play the Baker's Bane Duo. The ideal situation is you play the Baker's Bane Duo, Kraken for damage, play Thoughtstalker Warlock after that. On turn 3, then on turn 4, you play the Treetop Sentries, sack the food that the duo made. Okay, we're getting splashy with it. All right. Well, I am Unlimited Splash, so have to respect that. Oof, drawing Zoraline without the mana. Well, we have like 4 mana sources, I think, for Zoraline, so hopefully we can find one of those, especially by digging with our Treetop Sentries. All right, so I'm just hoping that I get in for damage. If I don't, that's okay. If I don't, Thoughtstalker Warlock is still pretty good, just not nearly as good. Playing the Swamp. Now, why do I think they played the Swamp? There's no double black here. A double black creature with flash? Okay, I don't understand. I straight up don't understand. Maybe they just have a double black creature to play next turn. Oh, no, I get it. They have a saver. That's what's happening. Okay, whew, I reasoned it out. Okay, they have a saver, right? The idea is this can't produce black mana for their saver. I get it. I get it. Okay. All right, I'm with you now. I don't know why that took me so long. What? Okay, no, never mind. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. All right. I will choose you to be the target opponent, and now their hand is face up. I quite like that. Holy smokes, everybody. What's going on? Oh, Cruel Claw's Heist? But they couldn't activate it because the Mudflat Village can't tap for black? Okay, what do I take here? I mean, I'm really inclined to just take the Osteomancer Adept. Wow, their deck looks sweet. Choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. So next turn they could get rid of maybe Zoraline or Treetop Sentries. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of the Osteomancer Adept. Is that so wrong of me? It seems really good. You play Osteomancer Adept into Daggerfang Duo. I think I'll take that. I don't really know what the pick was. I mean, their hand is just so full of sweet stuff. I'm actually feeling pretty worried now. That is a really powerful hand. And then they play... Oh, they drew something to play. Wow, nice. Okay, Galewind Moose. That's actually quite a nice one. So I'm definitely going to expend first. Play this, expend, I don't think they're going to be blocking with Mind Whisker. All right, draw card. Camellia. Okay, don't hate that. Do I hold back Baker's Bane Duo for Camellia? I don't even have any foods because I just sacked my food, so I don't think so. Getting some cards in the graveyard. Okay, all right. So I'm just trying to aggro them out, right? I just have to be attacking with everything as much as possible. Oh, drawing a Light Shell Duo. They're drawing so many relevant cards. It's upsetting to me. Okay, but I can still attack with everything because everything would be able to kill Mind Whisker. Everyone's about to get Menace. This guy already has Menace and everything else gets Menace. A little unfortunate to not be able to play my Zoraline and to not be able to expend on the Baker's Bane Duo. But yeah, I'll trade for the Mind Whisker. Definitely. All right. Now, I hope they don't play the Cruel Claws Heist and take out my Galewind Moose. Okay, good. It's still not great for me. Early Winter. Their deck is so grindy. I really love it. I really love it. Oh, Early Winter. Early Winter. Is that better than just slamming down a Moose is the question. So basically, the play would be Early Winter on Dagger Fang Duo. Everything I control has Menace, so I'm smashing him for 8 damage. Yeah, that's better, right? That's better. I exile the Dagger Fang Duo, and we're just almost getting there on Menace damage. In with the team. Well, thank you, Camellia. Camellia is pretty good. Put you to 1. Did I leave 1 damage on the table at any point here? I don't think so. They also are having some mana problems still, even after their Fountain Port Bell. The number of lands has been an issue for them. All right, we got there. 1-0. All right, nice quick game of Magic. A lot of Menace. What do I think about this whole Zoraline situation? Can I pack another White Pip into my deck? Let's see. 1-0. Let's look at the deck. So in terms of White Pips, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be more than enough for 1 white. Yeah, I don't think we should overlearn that lesson. Like, the way to put in more White Pips would be to put a Plains in my deck or to squeeze in that other 3-tree mascot. I was happy with the number of lands that I had, though, between my Moose and my Early Winter. Early Winter was awesome here, too. Okay, all right, yeah, I'll keep it. It felt maybe a little too close for comfort that game. I'm not sure we're going to get a box out of this, but yeah, let's keep up the good fight. All right, 1-0, on to the next one. Okay, it looks like a pretty nice hand to me. Happy to keep this one. Now, it's a little awkward with the Uncharted Haven because I really want that to be used for... Oh, we are getting... Oh, wow. We are in danger, my friends. Yeah. If you saw my video yesterday, my kind of walkthrough of my super aggro Boros deck that used this card, you'll see why I am a little bit scared here. But okay, hopefully... I mean, it's actually interesting. I could hold up the Savor here so that when they equip this, I get to Savor their guy in response. I think maybe I'll just put a food and 3 power on the battlefield. Kind of want to play Thoughtstalker Warlock next turn. And the thing is, any creature that they play is going to be equipable with the duo. Okay, so they're actually going to play something else. Wait, hold on. What's going on? They have something in instant speed. Why didn't they level up their duo? What do I think this is? So I'm going to play a land. What do I think this is? Agate Assault is a sorcery. Let's see. None of the combat tricks matter. Come and get it. Mabel's Metal. What do I think this is? Parting Gust? Well, I'm going to attack. I actually can't think of what this is. I don't know what's wrong with me here. Why didn't they level up their blacksmith's talent? I don't get it. There must be a rare here that I'm not thinking of, right? Oh, there's, yeah, no, what? There's deal 3, but Mouse Trapper. Okay, it is a flash creature. Okay. All right, well, I get a carrot cake out of the deal. That's pretty good. So now I have Polywallop. I think that's nice, right? I assume they'll level up Blacksmith's Talent here. If not, it means they drew something good. Equip, so they drew a 2-drop. They drew a 2-drop, apparently. Okay, it's a little annoying. All right. Well, I'll take the damage. Makes sense. Then you play your 2-drop. Okay. Oh, this is kind of nice. Raccoon Rallier targeting the Mouse Trapper. Okay, so I think I probably just Polywallop right away. The other thing I could do is just savor Raccoon Rallier. I really want to savor the Life Creed duo because the idea of them having a flying double striker in the near future is a little scary to me. Kind of want to play the Osteomancer. I think let's start by playing Osteomancer. Kill the Raccoon Rallier. Attack with Thoughtstalker Warlock. So now they can't... Oh, they can target the Mouse Trapper. But Polywallop can kill Mouse Trapper, and I'm representing a lot of damage on the ground, and I can Osteomancer to bring back my Vine Reap Mentor, making 2 more foods. Osteomancer Adept plus Vine Reap Mentor is pretty grotesque, isn't it? Okay, they didn't want to target the Mouse Trapper. That's interesting. Couldn't they have targeted the Mouse Trapper? Target the Mouse Trapper. I don't want to main phase the Polywallop. Oh, this got so complicated. I think maybe I attack for 5. And then kill the Mouse Trapper. And if they want to kill my Vine Reap Mentor, that's just fine, because I'm just going to recast it. So if they want to do 4 double strike in the air, that's actually perfectly okay by me. That's my idea here. If you want to do 4 in the air, that's a-okay. I guess I could have pushed 2 more damage by attacking with the Osteomancer Adept first. Or playing Polywallop and then also attacking with Osteomancer Adept. The reason I didn't do that is I kind of wanted them to trade, actually. I thought they might, and I wanted to give them that option. I really thought they might. Are you going to rummage here? Okay. See if we get attacked here. We do. It's not double strike yet. So that's all well and good. Go to my turn. Oh, Scrap Shooter. Oh, that's nice. So I can kill the Blacksmith's Talent, or I can just kill the sword, actually. Yeah, I think I'll give you a card and just kill your Blacksmith's Talent, because that's the main thing that's worrying me right now. So basically, I want to play the Corpseberry Cultivator before combat. Actually, am I even going to forage off of this? It's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. I kind of like the idea of having a 3/4. Go to combat. I'm going to forage down a food. Attack, attack. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, so now I can actually recast the Vine Reap Mentor from the bin? Well, I don't think I need to do that right now. I mean, they could have a board wipe, but they don't strike me as an extremely board wipey deck. And yeah, I'm happy to give you a card in exchange for killing her. I think it's worth killing the Blacksmith's Talent. I think it's a little greedy to go for the sword, because if they just play another equipment, then I'm looking like such a fool. All right, so we'll see what this Boros aggro deck has for us at this point. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What a card. Okay, so they just got exile 2 cards and make a treasure, or just exile 2 cards? Oh no, they chose the, okay, got it. They chose that mode. Okay, go to my turn. Okay, so I'm gonna start by foraging. I'll play Vine Reap Mentor and forage a food. This is so cool. Osteomancer Adept plus Vine Reap Mentor, that's so ridiculous. Get a counter on the Cultivator. Go to combat. I think I'll forage away a food, that seems fine. Get another counter. In for lethal. This guy's Menace, so they have to chump something. Now they do get to play Driftgloom Coyote, but if that's all they do next turn, then we're in the clear. All right, and end. Just don't play the 3 and 2 white board wipe, please. All right, Driftgloom Coyote. Yeah, you got it. Now, don't we win? We're gonna get through enough damage to win, right? Yeah, sweet Boros aggro deck from the opponent. Yeah. Yeah. Very fast, responsible deck, but, you know, mid-range often beats aggro, right? That's kind of what happened here. Okay, 2-0. I'll take it. I have a lot of power in my deck. I have a lot of power. It's a little clunky. We've had really good draws and good hands so far. But okay, 2-0. On to the next one. All right, I guess I can keep this hand. Pretty awkward. If I hit my third land, I have something good, I guess. Pretty awkward. I mean, I'll definitely play the mascot on 2. I don't think it's a mulligan. It's kind of explosive if I do hit that third land, but if I don't, I'm obviously in really big trouble. You know, in these events, you need to have a good pool, build a good deck, and then get lucky. Okay, maybe the opponent's stuck. Ugh, oh no. Oh no, you're kidding me. Stuck on 2. Yeah, that's really bad. I guess I'll just attack. Oh, stuck on 2 lands. Ugh. Technically, that gave them value, but I don't even really care if I draw Zorley and I have the Patchwork Banner. But yeah, time to draw a third land. Okay, my opponent's also stuck. Okay, what a game this is. My opponent's also color screwed. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's so... You know, that was such an avoidable mistake. No, okay, that was stupid. That was stupid. Gave up a damage. Fully just gave up a damage, but there's absolutely no reason not to play this right now. No, my bad, my bad. Gave up a damage. Oh, it's dumb. I forgot this guy had a relevant creature type. It just totally slipped my mind. Bandit's Talent looking pretty bad here. Okay. All right, Glide Dive Duo. Yeah. Oh, okay, you just need to, when you make mistakes like that, you just need to move along. Just move along. All right, put the opponent down to 13. I do have a Polywallop to back everything up. All right, the game of Mana Screw versus Mana Screw with the icing of my idiocy, but Patchwork Banner got us out of it. Yeah, I mean, you'll see me do that a lot, basically, in this kind of an event. If I screw something up, you know, you need to note it and log it to remember later, but then it's really important to just move on. Just classify it in your mind as something you'll think on later, and then just move forward. Because if you just dwell on your mistakes and start beating yourself up, you can really sabotage yourself and your emotions for the rest of the game. All right, so look, 1 more win and we get our gems back. 3 more wins and we actually get a box. I need to win 3 times before I lose twice. Okay. All right, no, I really like this hand. This is super sweet. I'm on the play and I'm just attacking the opponent's hand. I'm just attacking the opponent's hand. I mean, I would probably rather be playing to the board in this format, but this is kind of sweet. So what did we get them to exile? A land, okay, all right. Down comes Scavenger's Talent, really interesting. I really need to read this and remind myself what it does. So when 1 or more creatures you control die, you make a food. When you sacrifice a permanent someone mills to, at the beginning of your end step, you can sacrifice 3 permanents and bring something from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh yeah, that's kind of good against my discard strategy, isn't it? But okay, I'm gonna ask them to discard something else. The fact that they discarded a land already maybe makes it hard for them to discard another land. This could be good for me. Okay. Bellowing Crier, draw and discard. So basically, Scavenger's Talent, it's kind of good against my plan. I'll play this, and then I don't have a Swamp to hold up Savor and also level up the Talent. I feel like I will level this up. I think just leveling this up again and then eventually going into Ruthless Negotiation is pretty good. I don't think I need to be ripping a Savor onto that Bellowing Crier just yet. I can go a little bit lower. Finch Formation, sure. Hop your Bellowing Crier. That's kind of funny. All right. Okay, that's interesting. So I could play the Patchwork Banner and be able to play a Galewind Moose next turn. That does sound pretty good, doesn't it? Patchwork Banner and be able to play Galewind Moose. The other option is level this guy up. I feel like that's for later in the game. Okay, I'll go for the Patchwork Banner. And I'll name Squirrel. All right. And then I probably will spend the Savor. I don't want to fall too far behind here. Technically, I could save it for a bomb, but I don't really want to go all the way down to 14, to be quite honest. So let's just savor the Finch formation. You do make a food, that's true. But it's not like I'm not going to kill your... It's not like I'm going to avoid killing your creatures just because you get a food. All right, Bonebind Orator. Yeah, they have a lot of, like, graveyard stuff, don't they? All right, I'll play this. It's very obvious that I have something, because I'm not leveling up my Bandit's talent, but, I mean, you know, I'm going to play the Moose. They technically could have the 2 blue counter-target spell, counter-target creature. I'm hoping it's hanging just because they have a food. Oh, do you have destroy target creature? Is that an instant? Run away together. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, the Galewind Moose is no longer a surprise. So I probably just play it right now. Because again, it's no longer a surprise. So I'm not going to get them with it. The only advantage is if they have sorcery speed, destroy target creature. Then I would hold back 2 damage. Yeah, no, I don't think that. I'm just going to play it now. I don't want to get it countered. I think just there's value to just landing it. Land the Moose. That's what I always say. Just land that Moose. My opponent is having some mana problems being stuck on 3. I'm a little worried to see what happens when they, you know, land something bigger. Oh, okay. Okay, discarding Night Fisher to get a land. Okay, now I'm extra worried. All right, so first things first, I think I just attack with the Moose. So I have how much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can level this up and also play my Treetop Sentries. That's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet. And this guy has reach, so let's see what they've got here. There's no pump spell that can, like, blow me out for this attack. All right, go ahead and play this. And I will forage down. Yeah, forage my food. I mean, having a food is nice, but it's the thing to do. And yeah, it's a 3/5 reach. That's not nothing. That's a pretty good stat line. I don't love drawing a land there. I'll tell you that much. All right. So now they have a strong incentive not to get down to 1 card in hand. What have you got for me? Moonstone Harbinger. Okay, that is a Death Toucher. That's a little annoying. Yeah, no, they don't have 1 or fewer cards in hand. So first, let's Ruthless Negotiation them. See if we can get them down to 1 or fewer cards in hand. Okay, Mind Spiral. Wow, this is so scary. From your graveyard to the battlefield. If the gift was promised, you make it copy, but it's a 1/1. So what I can do is I can trade off the Galewind Moose here, and then I can bring a copy of it back to the battlefield. That sounds pretty good, honestly. That sounds pretty good. So I think what I do is I play the Trigard Duo, buff up my Sentries, and in with the team for 12. They're going to block with the Harbinger, make a food, and then I'm going to Coiling Rebirth my Moose. Okay. Oh, I get it. I get why they sacked the Night Fisher, or why they discarded it, because they can bring it back with the Bonebind Orator. Yeah, Bandit's Talent is going to do real damage to them, though, isn't it? And that's a really slow plan. Bringing back Night Fisher and playing it costs them 2 turns. Yeah, Bandit's Talent is doing some real work here, don't you think? Although they do have 6 extra life in the bag here, and then more than that because of, oh, Consumed by Greed. Okay. Yeah, goodbye Trigard Duo. You're a good friend to me, but okay, yeah, and you can level this up. I don't think we're losing to the mill plan, though. And now I get to draw an extra card? Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's start with attacking with Treetop Sentries. Bonk. Play a Thoughtstalker Warlock and ask you to discard Glide Dive Duo. Yeah, interesting. So they wanted the duo. Yeah. And then I can Coiling Rebirth. I think I just play everything out at this point, right? Like, I'm drawing extra cards every turn anyways. So I'll bring back Galewind Moose, please. It's looking pretty good, but we'll see. We'll see. There is Season of Loss. There is a board wipe here, but you're not supposed to play around Mythic board wipes in situations like this. You are just not. All right, we got there. All right, hey, so pretty much got my gems back. That's a nice run. 4-0. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. 4-0, 2 more wins and I get a box. Fingers crossed. I actually really want this box. All right, good looking hand here. I mean, we are now in a bracket where everyone is going to have really good cards. But stocking the pantry. Oh, this deck is unbelievable. This is so cool. This was like this 1 in 100 build around that you could play sometimes in the format. Oh man, I'm so curious to see what this person has going on. Okay, so I think I play Corpse. This sounds a little weird, but I think I play Corpse Spray Cultivator turn 3. And then Patchwork Banner because it's going to buff all of my stuff. I think that's right. It doesn't accelerate me into... I can kill their stock in the pantry with early winter. That's funny. Yeah, I think I'm not going to sack my food here. Not just yet. I can always do it next turn. Like, I could have played the Corpse Spray Cultivator before Combat and Forage, but I want to see what they do. Like, I'm wondering, I don't know, bounce or something. I kind of wonder. I want info about their deck before I get too committal here. Okay. Yeah, so they can always kill my Vinery Mentor then. So I'll play this, play the Patchwork Banner, choosing Squirrel. I don't really want you to kill my Vinery Mentor is the thing. I think I just go in for 4. Yeah, Forge this away. I mean, kind of out of gas now, unfortunately. But if next turn I can early winter the Siggy Tongue Sentinel and get in for 8, then I have them pretty low. But we'll see. They could just play some chunky creature here. I assume they will. Ollywallop. Oof. Youch. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, that's a lot better. I was a little worried that I would just have to spend the early winter, but yeah, that's a lot better. So I'll just slap down a Glide Dive Duo. No attack. I still don't want to trade. I guess there's an argument for trading to clear the way for Glide Dive Duo, but chances are I'm just going to early winter the Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Hopefully they don't just have another Polywallop. Okay, I don't hate that. If it's not adding to the board in Bloomburrow, it does not worry me too much. They could have run away together, maybe. That would punish me here. If I commit an early winter and they have run away together. Oh, Polywallop's actually quite nice. Would I rather do that than early winter? Yeah, probably. They could have, what? +3/+3 and hexproof. You know what? I'm actually going to early winter. I wonder if they have like Shore Up, maybe. Polywallop kills basically anything, right? I mean, unless they have like Indestructible. So I think I can just... Oh, you know what? They have counter unless I pay 2. Should have played my land first. Well, I'm so rusty with this set. Okay, they have run away together. Called it. No, that's fine. Both of my cards have good ETBs, and I can just recast the Vinery Mentor, so I don't hate that. And then next turn we can Polywallop. No, I don't hate that. I'm not sure if I spent the right one, but that was at least more mana efficient. 4, 5, 6, 7. If I draw a 3-drop next turn, I'll be thanking myself for doing that. Which one would I rather they kill? The Vinery Mentor or the Glide Dive Duo? Ugh, another land? Are you kidding me? Okay. I don't know. It kind of looks like... There's no killing here, so it looks like another runaway together. I'd rather you run away together the Glide Dive Duo. Well, I guess they could just bounce the other one if they wanted to, and it would still save them. All right. I've got you at 1. Okay. What have we got here, my friend? I'm completely out of gas, so if you can stop the 2 cards I have on board, then you're stable, and then I need to find another resource. I have you at 1. Dreamdew Entrancer, heck of a card. I love that card. It has reach. Okay, no, hey, that works for you. That works for you. Uncharted Haven. What is going on here? Pretty sure I do just trade it down. I think it's really bad for me if they get to start. Like, I've used so much of my removal at this point. I think it's really bad for me if they get to start like bouncing Dreamdew Entrancer and stuff. +3/4 reach. Oh, you have a pump spell? After all that, Well, okay. Yeah, no, they've completely stabilized because I just 100% flooded out. Yeah, that's good for them. I have them at 1, and now they're probably more likely to win than not, to be quite honest. I'm not sure how much I have that can actually take over at this point, because they probably have tons of resources. Well, dang. Dang, dang, dang. Rush Shield Rampager, yeah. I wonder if they attack. Probably. Yep. I guess I could get Osteomancer. That would be a good one. Saver. That does basically nothing. Well, let's play this just to kind of play dead. No, I'm in big trouble, right? I'm in big trouble. Got them down to 1, but it just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just, you know, I mean, playing Patchwork Banner, that is gonna kind of make you feel a little bit more flooded, right? I think they're doing the right thing by attacking with everything. I'm gonna save Saver as a trick. Maybe I'll just pop 1 food at the end of turn, just to stay kind of head above water. Yeah. Coiling Rebirth. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to Coiling Rebirth my Glide Dive duo. I want to find a way for Glide Dive duo to die and then Coiling Rebirth it, and that's how I'm going to try to win. Galewind Moose. Okay. I don't know if I can win now, for real. I think I'm probably dead. So this is 10, 14, so that would have me exactly dead. Yeah, because, like, how can I get... Actually, no. Here's how it happens. They have to hold back the Dream Duo and Transfer here, right? Then they have to block Glide Dive Duo next turn. I actually have a line to win, but everything I'm planning needs to resolve. Okay, you get a supply counter so you can draw a card. Everything I'm planning needs to resolve perfectly here. If they have counter target spell, I lose. But the idea is they're going to attack. They can't quite go for lethal, right? I'm just going to pop this right now. When I attack, they block with the Dream Duo and Transfer, killing my Glide Dive duo. And then I bring it back from the dead with Coiling Rebirth, draining them for 2. That is the plan. If they have a way of stunning it, bouncing it... No, actually bouncing it, I can recast it. Then I die. All right, here it is. In with the duo. This is my only shot. My only shot. You block it, goes to the graveyard. Does not get exiled or anything. Coiling Rebirth. Do I promise the gift? No, actually, do I promise the gift? This is a tough question. So, promising the gift, they get to draw a card, which gives them a chance to draw a counterspell. So, promising the gift gives them an out of drawing counterspell. Not promising the gift means if they have instant speed life gain, then they survive. But I don't think there's any way to be making a food here at instant speed. Oh, there's paw patch formation. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Really hard to say. Really hard to say. If I promise a gift, it gives them a chance to draw a counter spell. If I don't promise the gift, it gives them a chance to have paw patch formation, make a food, and survive. But if they make a food, they go to 4. Yeah, and they would exactly die. Oh, I'm not going to promise a gift. I'm not going to promise a gift. It's close, right? It's close. It's close. Do you have the counter spell is the only question. Did it happen? Do they have paw patch formation? Then I'm feeling so crummy. Draw a card. Okay, now they don't have enough mana for paw patch formation and crack the food. What do they have? I can't think of anything for 2 mana that does it here. You need to gain 3 life for 2 mana. There's no light scales of shale. No. Wrong colors. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know what it could be. But hey, we found our line. Best chance to win. Okay. You bounce it. I don't think that's going to do it for you. Holy cow, folks. What a game. Finding the Coiling Rebirth, getting my 3/3 to die, bringing it back. Now we have a loss to give, and we're playing for a box. Oh, man. And I made gems. No matter what, I made gems. But I want that box. All right, let's try to get a box. All right, love this hand. Once again, a little awkward on the Hidden Grotto, but I'm definitely going to go turn 1. So technically, if you leave Ruthless Negotiation for later, it does get better. So actually, is there an argument? No, because basically, I want to have the black and the green down by turn 2 to play Vinereap Mentor. And I'm not just going to do nothing with my mana. It might as well spend the Ruthless Negotiation, right? So we'll put it to them to decide what gets exiled. Peerless Recycling, interesting. So they're a more kind of value-oriented deck. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't hate that. Something to do with my mana on 2. If they play a good threat, I can Hidden Grotto and play the Saver. And yeah, play the Saver. No matter how many times I play for a box, I always am nervous. I don't know why. All right, in with the Mentor. The food is covering my tracks here. Oh, I'm sorry. Hidden Grotto. Well, I'm already misplaying. Well, I'll happily have a Swamp on top, yeah. Somehow I thought that was a tap land, but I would have done everything exactly the same. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I can play Treetop Sentries on 3. Or on 4, I mean. And sack my food. Vinereap Mentor and Treetop Sentries go so great together. All right, basically anything they play here is getting savored. That guy's absolutely getting savored. You bet that guy's getting savored. But yeah, I was ready to savor basically whatever they did. All right, -2. All right, I'll draw the card before attacking, but it doesn't really matter. All right, I don't hate that. So I can Ruthless Negotiation next turn. It's better the later you do it. So if I have anything worth polywalloping, I might just do that instead. Baker's Bane Duo. I could polywallop that guy, but I don't really think I need to use my removal on him. Oh, but now I draw a Baker's Bane Duo. I mean, now I draw Early Winter. So do I want to kill the Baker's Bane Duo? Now, do I just attack with both? Kind of like having the Vinereap Mentor. Why don't we start with a Ruthless Negotiation so we can decide what to do? Get the 2-for-1 in. I wonder if they have a Saver here, actually. Getting rid of a Swamp, I draw a card. Zoraline, oh yeah, no, that's awesome. So with Zoraline, I think it's definitely worth getting Vinereap Mentor in the bin. I can't do all of that in the same turn. They might just savor Vinereap Mentor, I think. Or no, sorry, they would probably block the Treetop Sentries and savor it. But anyways, I definitely think it's worth just getting something in the bin because now I'm going to play Zoraline next turn. Okay, so they were just saving up for a food. So I can't play Zoraline and also bring this back in the same turn, but still, I think it's worth investing. And if they kill my Zoraline, then I do get to Coiling Rebirth it, which I think is worth it. So I think I just lay in the Zoraline here, right? I mean, Bandit's Talent is kind of brutal, actually. I could Bandit's Talent and level it. Is that actually just better than playing Zoraline? I kind of think giving them no counterplay. There's this chess concept called counterplay, which is like, when I'm behind, or when I'm ahead, how does my opponent catch up? And I think just making them not have any cards here is actually better, and giving them a clock, basically, I think is actually better than just slapping down a bunch of extra threats. Like, I can always play Zoraline later on. But this is just a problem for them forever. I think I will crack a food. Technically, no, I'm at 20. I'm at 20. I don't think I need to use that resource right now. Yeah, and here comes Osteomancer to show me why it's good that I didn't crack the food. All right, well, I'm just going to land the Osteomancer, actually. Actually, no. Why don't I level up the Bandit's Talent? I feel like just having a fully leveled Bandit's Talent is just good because it just makes it so hard for them. Now they really have to just play stuff out. I have a bunch of removal. I know I'm playing this very slowly, but I think I just set up such a punishing little prison. It's almost like a very old school Magic way of playing, I would say. It's like you're in kind of a bit of a lock now. All right, I'll go ahead and play the forest. I'll play my Zoraline. It's like I had such commanding things to do that giving you a few turns while establishing a prison around you just feels pretty good. And now I just play like 2 bombs, one after another. All right. Now it's really hard for them to play out and contest what I'm doing here, because the moment that they do, they're in huge trouble from the bandits' talent. And I have 2 different ways of playing things from the bin, actually 3 different ways. So if they kill my stuff, so long as they don't exile it with like an early winter, if they kill my stuff, I can always bring it back. Like these 2 can bring each other back, which is kind of grotesque. I'm really glad I didn't pop that food, immediately drawing out Osteomancer Adept. Glad they didn't hit me with the Psychic Whirl. All right, Longstalk Brawl killing Zoraline. Okay, so I can just play it from the bin though. Camellia. Oh, that's so gross. All right, I think I will just play my Zoraline from the graveyard. One, two, three, four, five, six. I mean, honestly, I could also just play Camellia. Is that better? Yeah, I kind of like the idea of just playing Zoraline. I think it's such a problem for the opponent. So I'll go ahead and play this. And then I think it's worth playing this, even though it puts a finality on it. I think it's worth also, and it like makes my Zoraline a little worse. I think it's worth also playing the Vinery Mentor. It gives me more food to work with, for example. So that's pretty good. Yeah, the fact that Osteomancer Adept lets you play multiples from the graveyard is pretty awesome. All right, my deck is very powerful, but I assume my opponent's deck is also very powerful. Hopefully they don't have stupid Season of Loss. That's the main thing that I'm hoping for now. All right. So now I can get aggro with it, right? Oh, Patrick Banner. That's a nice one. So I think I will play the Patrick Banner. Let's name Squirrel. I choose to name Squirrel, please. Now, I could always play Camellia and then pretty much just attack with everything, right? Pretty much just attack with everything. The other thing I could do is Polywallop the Tree Guard duo. Is that better? Maybe that's better than just slapping down Camellia thoughtlessly. Okay, so let's try that. I'm going to Polywallop Tree Guard duo. Shoot the Death Toucher into it, I guess. Polywallop the Tree Guard duo. And then next, and then attack, 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 I suppose. So this does let them kill Osteomancer Adept, so let's not do that one. Let's attack with everything else. If they kill my Vinery Mentor, that's a little sad. Technically, if they kill Osteomancer Adept, I can bring it back with Zoraline or Coiling Rebirth. So maybe I don't even care about that. Nah, that's a little bit careless with my material. I don't want to be goofy. Right, gain a life. I don't hate that. I assume Vinery Mentor blocks Vinery Mentor, and it goes away forever, which is a little sad, but it gives me more foods to work with. And they do get a food as well. All right. I mean, I did trade the Vinery Mentor for one. Oh, interesting. Resolve, and I guess I actually can pitch the Camellia because then Zoraline can bring it back. Or Coiling Rebirth can bring it back if they kill my Zoraline, or Osteomancer Adept can bring it back. So, okay, I'll pitch this one. Weirdly enough, I think that's the best thing to do. All right. Yeah, they're kind of stuck, like, not able to play out their hand because of my Bandit's talent. All right. Surveil 1. So they haven't all the way leveled up Bandit's talent. Okay, so how close am I to just pushing lethal here? So if I attack with everything, They block, let's say, Zoraline. Or no, they probably block a Treetop Sentries. I get Camellia back. And then that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Yeah, I'd say that's about what I do. All right, in with the team. Activate Zoraline. I choose to pay that. Oh, nice. I can use the Patchwork Banner to do it. That's pretty cool. Bring back Camellia. Camellia, actually, sorry. I'll let them... Oh, hold on. Can I just early winter here? And then I'm doing 3, 6, 9, 10. One short. One short of having enough mana to early winter and then sack my food. Or no, 2 short of having enough mana. Okay, I'll let them pick their blockers. Maybe they won't think about Camellia. Oh, yeah. Did I just get there? I dare not think it. Bonk, bonk. Not quite. Hey, we won a box of Bloomburrow. Okay, so I actually didn't tell you guys about this because I didn't want to, you know, sabotage my run. But I actually tried. Lest you think this is just a pure one and done. Oh, I really want to savor this moment of having a box. Like I say, I'm a collector of the set. The turtle stuff, whatever. The collector boosters, I'm going to sell those eventually. They'll just sit on my shelf forever. But Bloomburrow, this is the set that I have a binder of cards of that I just want to fill up with awesome pieces of cardboard. So I'm so happy to get this. And I didn't tell you guys about this, but let me show you something. Like, I actually am almost ashamed of this. And this is part of why I feel so strongly about showing my failures and talking about how hard these events are. Back in the day, a year and a half ago, I tried really hard to win a box of Bloomburrow. I did 7 runs. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runs. 9 runs in one weekend, right after Christmas 2024, right before New Year's. And the best I did was 3 wins and 2 losses. So that felt horrible, right? But I just really wanted a box of Bloomburrow. Because like I said, I collect this set. And so this was the one where I like wanted to win a box really badly. And so to now be able to finally take home a box of this, and to me, it's a big bonus that it's in Japanese. I think that's really cool. Yeah, that's like, that just feels really, really good. That feels like the culmination of something that I tried really hard to do. This was my worst beat ever in Arena Directs for a format ever. I've never gone 0-9 for events before. It's almost like painful to think about the dollar cost of that. So it feels really good to finally, you know, have something tangible for these Bloomburrow Arena Directs. And yeah, that's why I always talk about like have a budget, you know how much you're going to spend and agree to it in advance. Cause that definitely was an event where I just did too many runs. Okay, but all is not done yet. We are playing for another box. We have 2 chances, 1 loss to give. And if we win 1 more, we get another box. And this is an easy keep to me. I mean, yeah, it's very possible I get stuck on 2 lanes, but look at this. Vine Reap Mentor into Camellia. Like, what more could you possibly ask for? Amazing curve out. This Zoraline's going to be a little hard to play, but hey, maybe we can stabilize with the Savor and the extra foods that we're getting. So yeah, I mean, I do need to draw land, but I think this is an easy keep. Absolutely. All right, and there's our land. Very good. And now I would really like to draw a white source. That would really be the icing on the cake. I mean, this just looks awesome. Like Vine Reap Mentor into Camellia, what a curve out. The opponent's on double red, so they may actually be a little bit stuck. Uncharted Haven, that's our white source, but we're definitely going to play Camellia so that we can get in with Vine Reap Mentor, and turns out I'm the beatdown. You probably thought you were the beatdown because you're playing Steam Path Charger, but actually I am the beatdown. All right, I will not be blocking that. Absolutely no way. I don't know what you're representing, but no way am I blocking that. They could very well not have anything, actually. All right. Play an Uncharted Haven for white, please. And then I do have a Savor up. This guy also has Menace. So I'm just going to go in for 6. Bonk, bonk. And end. So they're red-blue. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Coruscation Mage comes down, but you're not offspringing it. All right, I think I'm just going to savor the Steam Path Charger to try to stay active. Maybe it would be better to savor the Coruscation Mage, actually. Yeah, why don't I go down to 12 and savor their Coruscation Mage? Because I really think I'm the beatdown. Look at how much food I have and stuff. I really think I might be the beatdown here. So let's see if I can kill that. It might be Runaway Together. I bet it is. It's Runaway Together. Okay. Oh no, take out the trash. Yeah, okay, that's really tough, actually. Okay. Okay. But I can bring that back with Zoraline, so at least I have that going for me. All right, so probably I just play Zoraline and don't attack. Is that right? Technically, I could also play the Thoughtstalker Warlock and take any removal out of their hand to clear the way for Zoraline and then sack a food or something. But it's not like this whole game is about Zoraline. I guess it is if I trade off the Vinery Mentor and then they kill my Zoraline. That would be really bad for me. I think I'm just going to play the Zoraline and not attack. I think that sounds right. I do wish that I could, you know, Zoraline, when you can actually activate the Enters effect, is so much better. But hopefully we just got them to spend their take out the trash. Hopefully. Hopefully. No? Okay. They also had an Agate Assault. Well, that's terrible. That's terrible for me. Are they attacking? Okay. Sure. Well, I'll block the Cinder and Cutthroat. Now I'm in huge trouble, right? I guess I should have done the Thoughtstalker Warlock. It just felt too slow against such a beatdown. I mean, they had removal for Camellia and Zoraline. That's just so bad for me. Okay, Osteomancer Adept. Okay, so I am going to play the Thoughtstalker because I don't think I'm going to get to deal damage to them. Okay, drawing another bomb is really nice. Really unfortunate for me. Oh my goodness, they're pitching Azure Beastbinder? What's in your hand? This card is amazing. Maybe they just thought I didn't really have a lot left. Maybe they thought I just wasn't going to play more good cards. I could just block with Thoughtstalker Warlock. Do I do that? Kind of feels right. Doesn't it? They must have another removal spell then, right? They must have another removal spell. But I think I'm just gonna... if you have it, you have it. If you have it, you have it. Okay. So what's going on here? I probably am gonna go with the Thoughtstalker. I think let's go with Thoughtstalker Warlock and see what you have in your hand, right? Why did they let me kill? Why did they let my Thoughtstalker Warlock die? I'm actually I'm actually confused. I really wonder what this is. It must be a good instant, right? Card with flash or a good instant. Because otherwise they just gave me free value, right? Or maybe they just thought I would attack and then they would have to block. It's gotta be it's an instant. It's an instant. They've got some instant here. Dazzling Denial on the Thoughtstalker Warlock. Okay, it's still free value for me. Actually, I can just pay the cost. I can just pay the cost. Would I rather just have would I rather this just goes back to the bin and then I get a Vinery Mentor? Yeah, because then I can just recast this again from the graveyard and it doesn't even have the finality. So that's fine. I'll just let that go back to my graveyard and then I'll play Vinery Mentor instead, get another food. That sounds better, right? And now I get more ability to play stuff from the bin. Sounds good, right? Now they have to play everything out every turn, pretty much. Because Thoughtstalker Warlock's coming in next turn. So I'll block that, get a food. And now if I draw land, I can play both from the graveyard. It's pretty good. Oh, okay, all right. Thoughtstalker. Oh, man. The lack of green mana is a bit of an issue. The finality counter means I don't get another food, unfortunately. But hopefully we have more ways of making food. All right, I'll play Camellia. Wow, Scrap Shooter plus Galewind Moose is so bad here. But okay. Camellia is pretty good. Having a Camellia is good, right? I do wish I had ways of generating food. We're looking a little rough here. I mean, I have good removal and I have great things to do if I can ever draw a green. I do have 8 forests in my deck, I think. So just pulling out my deck on the side here. Pulling out my deck on the side here. Okay, all right. That's a card. Bandit's Talent. I don't hate that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I think I might as well just play it and then just level it up. I think it's worth just playing it and leveling it up. I can't really imagine that they're going to end up with a bunch of cards in their hand at any point. And this just puts them on a clock, right? That's a 6-turn clock on its own. Kindlespark Duo is fine. And now if I level it up again, I'm going to get to be drawing a bunch of cards. I'm just going to do that. I mean, technically I could play Baker's Bane Duo into Thoughtstalker Warlock, make a 1/1. Okay, maybe that's better, just establishing a board position. Well, the thing about Thoughtstalker Warlock, it's not so good. Let's start drawing cards. Let's start drawing cards. I would love to be able to like play Galewind Moose, for example. That would be really good. So hit you for 2. And then pretty much no matter what, unless they can kill Osteomancer Adept here, then pretty much no matter what, I get to start drawing cards. Because I can always bring back a Thoughtstalker Warlock from the grave. By the way, I somehow failed to bring up my deck on the side like I said I was going to do. I wanted to check how many cards, how many forests I have, but weirdly, 17 lands is like a little glitching out. I love you, 17 lands, but you're slightly glitching out. So, but I think it's like 8 forests. All right, my turn. I get to draw an extra card. Heck yeah, Coiling Rebirth. All right, that's a Galewind Moose. So I don't even know if I play anything here. Like, okay, maybe I will play the, because like I don't really need to play the Moose right now. And I think it's kind of sweet to like get an extra food, get a Thoughtstalker Warlock. And it's kind of nice not to overcommit, you know? Like, if I can do it this way, then I'm keeping them low on cards, and I'm actually keeping a dominant board presence. Technically, I could also attack with Camellia. But I don't think that's worth doing. Next turn, I'll probably attack with Baker's Bane Duo, though. I mean, actually, next turn, I'll probably attack with everything. Because at that point, it's pretty much a lethal attack. Especially with Early Winter. Is my deck actually awesome? I ask as I'm playing for my second box with no losses yet. I don't know. Every deck I've played against has seemed, almost every deck. The first one was an awesome Dimir control deck that I was very jealous of. Okay, yeah, maybe they can represent some real damage to me here. It's possible. I should definitely keep that in mind. Every other deck has seemed very aggressive, and I'm in such a mid-rangey deck that I think that's pretty good for me. Okay, so I'm seriously thinking about just attacking with everything. So they're effectively at 3 HP because this is going to deal 2 to them next turn. I think it's time to just attack with everything, right? How do I get blown out if I attack with everything? So every single creature here has Menace. Suppose they have something like Take Out the Trash to kill Camellia before blockers. Then I know it seems like I might be overthinking, but I really want this box, so I'm trying to be really strict with myself. Then the Thoughtstalker Warlock gets through. They can block 1, 2, 3, so they can block 1, 2, 3. And then there's no way they're winning next turn, right? I can also just Early Winter right now. Why don't I Early Winter on the Kindlespark Duo and attack with everything? And then I think I'm literally threatening lethal. I know this seems a little wasteful, but I think I'm pushing lethal here against basically any card. Second box, holy cow, one and done. The Bloomburrow Arenadirect for Japanese play booster boxes. I feel like my preparation paid off. I feel like I opened really good rares. But my commons and uncommons were not that good. I also drew really well, though. I mean, the number of games where I drew Vine Rate Mentor on 2, that was pretty egregious. 2 games in a row having Ruthless Negotiation, or 2 games having Ruthless Negotiation on turn 1, was really, really nice and really lucky when it was my only 1-drop. And yeah, in terms of lessons, I mean, Coiling Rebirth was actually awesome, way better than I expected. Osteomancer Adept was awesome. The Early Winter was actually really nice. And by the way, Treetop Sentries just was an overperformer. I don't think this card's very good in general, but it just was really nice with the Vine Rate Mentor. Bandit's Talent was really sweet with the Thoughtstalker Warlock. Scrap Shooter, even getting rid of the Saga or the Lesson or whatever. Zoraline was totally worth it on the splash. I mean, just having this incredible density of bombs. Patrick Banner was a legitimate bomb. And then all of these commons and uncommons were just good enough. And Savor is just basically a bomb level card. And Ruthless Negotiation was awesome as well. I mean, I would even call Vinery Mentor a bomb. So yeah, I mean, yeah, just like the card quality density to get there in one go. So as I say, if you want to get better at limited right along with me, then make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I do post a new draft every single day, and I think I'll be doing another run of the Arena Direct tomorrow. Maybe I can take home 4 booster boxes. Until then, have tons of fun playing Magic, and don't be afraid to splash.